Hi, I'm Frank, the owner of Rented Truck Driver. Thank you for taking a minute of your valuable time to hear my story. Back in 2014, I started a company called You Ride, I Drive. It was a service where we drove people in their own luxury cars. Some wanted us to drive them to a night on the town without worrying about parking or driving after they had a couple of drinks. Others just wanted to be dropped off at the airport so they can leave things like their children's car seats and their winter coats behind. Then one day, a client called and asked me, Frank, could you do this with a rental truck, a U-Haul truck? And I said, I don't see why not. So I figured it out, did the job, and coincidentally, in that same week on a Thursday, somebody called me up for the same service. I thought to myself, maybe we have something here. So what I did was I started a page on You Ride, I Drive called Larger Vehicles and Longer Moves. I was starting to get more hits, 20 to 1 almost, for the larger vehicles than the livery side of it. Then I created the website uhaulldriver.com. Needless to say, U-Haul, they weren't too pleased with the name, so they suggested I use a different name, and that's where I came up with Rented Truck Driver. Beyond the name, I started to realize how many flaws the traditional moving industry had. Things were always getting stolen, lost, broken. People were getting literally robbed, and with little recourse. So I figured there had to be a better way. I started coming up with the philosophy of the company based on my lovely wife, Maria. She is brilliant, Ivy League educated, a strong, independent woman. But I thought, if I wasn't around, what would I want for her? And that's what I came up with, all of our policies and procedures for Rented Truck Driver. With Rented Truck Driver, your move happens in days, not weeks, and sometimes even months when you're using a large van line company. With exact pickup and drop-off times, not just dates, exact times, you can smoothly control your move. You can organize loaders and unloaders, knowing that we are going to be there at that time. To further give you full control of your move, we start a group text chat between you, your driver, the office, and my personal cell phone. This way, you have communication with your driver starting 4 days before the start of your move, all the way through the end of your move. It's that kind of communication that these large van lines, full service moving companies just can't provide. Our very first move was for a woman moving her father to assisted living. She needed it to be flawless because she wanted him to be from his old surroundings to his new surroundings with his old belongings as soon as possible. That's where she turned to us. And we executed that flawlessly for her and her father, and received our first 5-star review in the moving industry. That's when I realized this business is simple, but you have to understand your client's needs, listen well, and execute flawlessly. In the early days, I did everything myself. Took me 2 full years before I hired my first driver, and now we're up to 60 drivers across the country, and we've done thousands of jobs. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. My first was a telecommunications company in the 5 boroughs of New York. Then I owned 2 nightclubs. And from there, I created a livery service, the You Ride, I Drive service. But this one is actually the most rewarding for me. We are providing a service for people who are stressed. Moving is always in the top 10 most stressful situations you could be in. It's been that way for 25 years. Right up there with divorce, losing a job, and illness. If we can lift the weight off your shoulders just a little bit, it makes it all worthwhile. If you ever find yourself needing to move, you could count on us to make your move stress-free and smooth. So that's how we got here, and that's who we are. We are Rented Truck Driver. Your move done your way.